They were Hollywood's golden couple, the second-chance love story everyone rooted for. But now, the very house that symbolized their reunion is the center of a million-dollar controversy. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have just slashed $8 million off their Bel-Air mansion's asking price. What pushed them to make such a drastic move? Behind the glamour, the curated Instagram posts, and the red carpet smiles lies a tense standoff of money, pride, and the end of a fairy tale. Let's step behind the gates and explore the luxury, the fallout, and the future. A home born of love and luxury. In May 2023, fresh off their surprise marriage, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck made headlines when they closed on a 46,000 square foot estate in Bel-Air for a staggering $60,085,000. The estate wasn't just big, it was monumental. With 12 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, a private penthouse guest house, and even a caretaker's residence, the home was a castle fit for Hollywood royalty. But it was more than bricks and square footage. It represented their fresh start, a symbol of a love reignited after decades apart. Jennifer, known for her perfectionist eye, took the reins on interior design. She transformed the house into a stunning fusion of modern elegance and old Hollywood charm. For Affleck, it was a place to finally settle down, a sanctuary to share with the woman who had been his past and now his present. But that perfect image didn't last long. An ambitious listing that sparked doubts. Just over a year later, in July 2024, the house was quietly listed for an eye-watering $68 million. That's an $8 million markup in just 14 months. To outsiders, it seemed bold, maybe even arrogant. While some speculated they had made lavish upgrades, others saw the move as a red flag. High-end buyers weren't flocking to the listing, and whispers of the price being out of step with the current market began to swirl. Behind the scenes, real estate agents reportedly advised a more conservative pricing strategy. But for Lopez, the home was more than real estate. It was a labor of love. She believed the price tag reflected not just the value of the property, but the memories it held. Unfortunately, the market didn't care about sentiment. The mansion that became a money pit. While the price tag was raising eyebrows, the cost of keeping the mansion was quietly taking its toll. Insurance on a hillside Bel-Air estate, especially one at risk for wildfires, doesn't come cheap. Annual insurance premiums hovered near the $500,000 mark. Factor in property taxes, a full-time staff, security, landscaping, and maintenance, and the couple was facing annual costs in the millions. The home, once a haven, was starting to feel like a burden, and as their personal relationship started to show signs of strain, the house began to represent more of a problem than a prize. A clash of perspectives. This wasn't just a disagreement over square footage or asking price, it was a clash of philosophies. Ben Affleck, ever the pragmatist, reportedly pushed hard for a sale. He saw the house as a chapter closed, something tying him to a past that no longer served him. For Lopez, the house still carried emotional weight. She had designed it, lived in it, and used it as the backdrop to some of her most personal moments. Their opposing views created tension. While Affleck wanted to cut ties quickly and move on, Lopez hesitated. She believed they could still find the right buyer at the right price. But as weeks turned into months and interest waned, it became clear that compromise would be necessary. A deal that slipped through their fingers. By late 2024, there was a glimmer of hope. A New Jersey couple reportedly made a $64 million offer on the mansion, and for a moment, it looked like the saga was coming to a close. But life had other plans. A personal tragedy struck the buyers, and the deal fell apart before it could close. The mansion remained unsold, and the emotional roller coaster continued. That missed opportunity seemed to reinforce Affleck's position. The house needed to go, even if it meant accepting less than hoped. The $8 million concession. Finally, in May 2025, a resolution. The asking price was slashed by $8 million, bringing it down to just under $60 million, roughly what they paid for it. While it wasn't a loss on paper, the costs associated with owning and maintaining the estate made it clear that profit was no longer in the cards. This move wasn't about making money, it was about letting go. For Affleck, the price cut was closure. For Lopez, it was a reluctant but necessary surrender. It marked the end of an era, the unraveling of a dream home that no longer served either of them. The house behind the headlines. So what exactly are buyers getting for $60 million? This isn't just any mansion. It features a zero-edge infinity pool with panoramic views, a full indoor sports complex with courts for basketball and pickleball, a state-of-the-art gym, spa, and salon. There's a whiskey lounge, a wine cellar, a home theater, and a private security compound. Parking? Enough space for 80 cars, plus a 12-car garage. It's opulence on another level, a true architectural statement. But as the listing has proven, even the most luxurious homes can be a tough sell if the timing isn't right. The social media stage. Despite the behind-the-scenes tension, Lopez continued to use the estate as a visual playground. Her social media feeds were filled with scenes from the mansion, Thanksgiving feasts set under the stars, promo videos for her DeLola cocktail line filmed poolside, fashion shoots on the lawn, and glimpses of her daily life inside the pristine white interiors. The house became both a character in her story and a canvas for her brand. But now, even the glitziest Instagram post can't change the fact that the estate needs a new owner. Moving on separately. Today, Lopez and Affleck have both moved into separate homes, each smaller, more manageable, and closer to their individual lives. Affleck reportedly lives in Pacific Palisades, while Lopez has settled in Hidden Hills. Their once shared mansion now stands as a luxurious reminder of a chapter that's closed. For the new buyer, it's an opportunity to own a piece of Hollywood history, one layered in luxury, love, and maybe a few regrets. For Lopez and Affleck, it's a final act of separation, a symbolic and financial break that allows them to move forward on their own terms. Lessons from a celebrity split. At its core, this story is about more than real estate. It's a cautionary tale about emotion, timing, and the invisible costs of maintaining an image. It reminds us that even with millions in the bank and all the fame in the world, tough decisions still have to be made. Sometimes love brings people back together, and sometimes a house can be too big to hold on to the past. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, do you think the mansion will finally sell? And more importantly, what would you do with 46,000 square feet of Hollywood luxury? Stay tuned for more untold stories from behind the velvet ropes.